Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
So, good evening, everyone. This is Vidya KP. So, first of all, I want to welcome everyone to join in the extra innings of our session, of the first session. And I have to say that we are continuing our legacy of extra innings powered by IEEE YP Kerala. And as the first session, for the first, as his first speaker, Ms.Raneena Raoof is joining us. She is currently serving as the General Coordination and Support of IEEE Kerala chapter. So, ma'am, please take over the session.
Yeah, hi Vidya. So thank you for the intro. So okay, I think this is about my volunteering journey. So I'll just brief out how I started. It was, I guess, my volunteering journey. Every moment from the moment I started, it was something like an accidental one that I can say I started IEEE volunteering, even without knowing what is IEEE. I said this at many places. So yeah, because I still remember it was one of my seniors who had came to our class. He had said something about it and went. And I was on leave that day also. And my friend, she called up and she asked me like, okay, so like so and so senior came. Yeah, his name was Prajul. So she called me and said, yeah, Prajul came and he said about some organization called this. So like, are you joining? So I asked her, are you joining? Like the normal questions between some two friends. So she had said, yeah, maybe. She's thinking. But what happened was I joined and she did not join. And after that, I can say, still, I took my membership in somewhere near 2017, October, I guess. It was my first, I took my first membership in 2017, October, if I'm not wrong. It was October or September. But I can say till many months passed by, I did not use it. Like I used to get many mails said I to please Spectrum and that this, but actually I had no idea why it is coming to me, what it is, and I had no ideas. But still, it was going on like that. That was the moment when a group of my seniors actually, even from the first say, from the moment I had taken membership till then, the one thing that they wanted was an SP. And yes, at that time we had few college, seniors who got transferred to our college. So along with them, we started our student branch over there. And luckily, what I can say is an opportunity that I got was that I was selected as the first student branch secretary over there at JCET. So I think that moment, getting started with what I got was a great start. I can say, like getting started like that was definitely the best thing that happened to me as a volunteer. Then from there, I actually started understanding because once I was appointed as a secretary of the student branch, I had a job in hand. If I wanted to do something for my student branch, means first I had to know what is IEEE, what it stands for, and why we need a student branch first of all. So that's when I started exploring, and maybe like still I was not much into networking, but definitely my networking side is what has helped me a lot. Talking about IEEE. So yeah, then it was I think during Malabar Hub Meet 2018. I started actually I can say like I started my networking side that I actually had a lot. Say I was I still remember my one of my current very close friends also, Srikesh, with whom I'm still volunteering. Srikesh had messaged me from that group like that day actually started mingling up with him. Then we became friends. Then we actually our friendship got out to be become a very big point in this thing. It's not just Rikesh. It was there were many like say we had Manchu, or Nazib, and everyone who was there in the starting with us. Then definitely two people who were like even then and now my go-to people say Amal Jain and the Big J Johnson. So I got a group of friends. Basically, that was something that made me again renew. And again, in the year 2019, yes, I was able to, like, I was again selected as the chairperson of the student branch. So, again, having a more tighter, I would say, not tighter, like a more heavier responsibility, I had to know more. I had to explore. So it was by every step that I had taken in this organization, what I can say is that somewhere or the other, I can say like directly, I don't know, till now I might have not got much of what a direct impact into my, but every way indirectly, what sharpening my skills, everything. This particular organization had played a role. So as a leader, I knew I had leadership quality, but how to execute it, or what was my leadership, or how to what develop it more. It was again a space that I received over here. Then from there, I was say I got a very great opportunity again in year 2019 only. Like I was able to volunteer as the a content team lead of IEEE Council Kerala chapter. I think that was one of the best moments, like I can say, like especially during triac. And from there, I can say triac, I was able to get to know many people, say young professionals. Till then, I knew there was something called young professionals, but I never knew like how we are going to approach them. Like I initially thought, okay, those are some alien categories that like it's very difficult to approach. But maybe it was again from triac. I started getting what chances to mingle with young professional volunteers. From there, developed, and every step, say, I was able to build up my resume slowly, at least in the leadership side. And every side we wanted a suggestion. Say, I was not a person who liked tech. I did not come with into engineering with what that never-ending passion towards technology. But when I came into engineering, it was again one accident. It was like just like many medical repeaters who did not receive what they want, and but they had no other chance other than engineering. But maybe it was slowly after this stuff that IEEE started. Like the after I became a part of IEEE, that I started getting interest in my like tech. Even today, I don't say that I'm a very great techie person or something. But yes, okay, this is something that I can try. Like from a person who said engineering isn't my cup of tea, to a person who said, okay, engineering can be my cup of tea. I can give a try to this cup of tea. And from the even during lockdown, actually something for me, what I can say, like say after my engineering, I was like we all had many problems going on. Like I got my 2020 pass out, so we all had like say not finding adequate placement options over there due to the outbreak of the what COVID. Then even going for higher studies also, like even we don't know how the classes are going to be. So because like for most, if you go for some good institutes in just India only, if you say you want a good institution, and the other keeping IITs or NITs apart, like the fees is going to be high. Again said, even in my case, currently I'm doing my MTech in a private university. Even there we have, again say like say fees is a bit, especially comparing to BTech fees that I had. Fees is a bit, not a bit, a lot high maybe. But okay, when we are paying this also, like we had some issues. Like even I was stuck because going that paying this much to attend online class, I never found worth in it. So yes, but during these times, also what kept me engaged was again IEEE, and with that time, I was able to get more exposure. Say I was able to get exposure to many people. Say who's going to the current WE, what Women in Engineering chair elect, and everyone. So like the contacts I was able to build up, everything. This is actually a summary that I can say, like from a person who might have just came studied in engineering college here at Kerala and maybe continued my MTech over here, or else maybe again outside, to a person okay who at least know okay how to deal okay, at times okay when you are put in okay I won't say that I can deal all my difficult stages that comes in my life, but okay say when you have a team or you have some problems, you how to deal with it and how you can develop projects or what are the stuff that you can do when it comes to your project side. Okay, especially even today, even during my MTech projects, I'm actually seeking out this help. Like okay, you have a problem, okay, you have a lot of people to reach. Say, if I wasn't a volunteer, maybe I would be having a circle where, what do you say, I would be having a circle of friends who would be like just like me, maybe who might not be knowing much about it. But today, okay, when I'm talking about my project, when I try to take up a project, okay, I get stuck over here. I'm not able to like do it. My closest circle can't help me out. But still, I have an opportunity. Say, it's not that I may get it every time, but I have opportunity to reach out to people. Say, maybe if I can try to reach out to other, maybe like that's just one of my assumptions. Like, yeah, actually, I did that also. Like during my second semester of MTech, we had one paper. Like we had to take one paper and present the concept to him. Like I was trying very hard to find out what is happening in that. And fortunately, we had a common person, and I was like that friend. That particular author was from Hyderabad actually, and we had a common like person coming in our circle who connected us both. And like I was able to understand what it was and present it rather than just reading it and presenting it. So yes, this is just my volunteering journey in a gist. So if you have any questions.
Actually, we have received certain questions in our DMs.
Okay.
So, like our first question is like, how do you manage your various volunteering roles, like your anti internship, your academics, and like your multitasking, right? How do you do that?
Okay. Talking about my academics, currently, actually, I have like once my internship is started. Yes, my academics is having a very lighter version. Yes, I have my project where like my capstone project is going on, which is a very hectic work. And what and my work is there. So normally, what I does is that so I have my internship going on. So normally from morning to like I used to go like my office cap comes at 7:30. Sorry, 7:15. So like normally I go to office from morning stuff. I don't want to be engaged in any volunteering or academic stuff. Say from 4 o'clock mostly like 4:30. I'll be focused on my internship process, like whatever we have to do. Like at times I get a like maybe I reach office very early, so at times I get a gap over there. So I would be having my phones. So I try to say, I get nearly 1.5 hours before my work time starts. So I usually have my does my research works over there. Like I have my iPad. Oh, at times even my volunteering works. If yeah, having very tight volunteering schedule going on means definitely it would be going. I would be checking out what is to be done. Say at times I write. Maybe I would be there at the office. Like I reach there at 7:50 and my work starts at like 9:30 is what officially my work starts. It's not that before that also I can start working. So again, I like that time. I usually at times I does my reports or else I does my academic stuff. And once I'm back home, like by 6, like 6 to 8 is the time that I spend for myself. Once 8 is like after 8, I focus on my academic stuff and whatever volunteering related things comes. I always tries to keep it in this slot. Like 8 to 12, whatever, if there is any volunteering related stuff coming. I try to keep like fit that into the gap where my academics plus this volunteering stage. That is 8 to 12 is usually that I keep. Even when I was the session they were scheduling, I asked them to like keep it to sometime between after 8 if it's a working day. Then academic side, the major problem is only my capstone project. That yes, I'm somehow managing it. I'm able to manage it, and so subject wise, we just have one subject in the semester. That is a 2 credit course for which we will be having classes on Saturdays only. So what my is like if I'm able to just spend some time for that class at means when we have it's online class where we have the recordings for it. So I just go through the recordings when I'm free. And that is what I normally does. And volunteering side, if I come, it's not just me as an individual. So maybe say I'm holding maybe say PSKL chapter. If I say if we take entities under it, Like in Exicom, I'm holding a role. But in student activities subcommittee, I'm holding a role. In PSYP team, I'm holding a role. PSYP Kerala team. So, but okay, individually, when you're checking, yes, there are many roles. But when it comes to the end result, it's like volunteering. So whatever we see, it is a work of teamwork. So okay, if I'm not able to do, means someone will be there. Okay, who will be like able to compensate. Say if it is content side, means at times it would be most of the times nowadays Archa will be there. So coordination side means okay, if I'm feeling a bit very tight in my schedule, like I would be saying to Skrikesh, like, okay, my schedule is very tight, can you take it up? So like coming to volunteering is very comfortable for me. Like we have someone or the other in a team who can take it up. So and work in academics, say I mean my internship in academics is something that I can give it to someone else. So say okay, for some time you take it up. I can do that. So my prime focus always remains on these two. But yes, volunteering is something that I do out of passion. And yes, I try to find out, say, even the 6 to 8 slot that I said at times, I try to find out time in that also for volunteering.
Yeah, so thank you. And there's another question as well. So, what motivated you to focus your volunteering with IEEE Power and Energy Society?
Okay, that's okay. I guess, okay, maybe the stuff is that most of the roles that I handle nowadays, like, or is at least the way that I'm known to the outer world or the outer volunteers, maybe out of at least out of my circle, is from like, especially after 2020, they're meeting me. Is from the like they see most of the volunteering roles that I handle belongs to Power and Energy Society. But definitely it's not just Power and Energy Society actually. I started my volunteering, as I said, as a normal student volunteer of IEEE student branch JCD. After that, the first society that I volunteered was for IEEE Communication Society. In fact, even I'm planning to restart my volunteering with IEEE Communication Society also nowadays. Like I'm actually thinking about it. Like volunteering is mainstream volunteering. Definitely, I'm a volunteer. And coming to again, if I say I'm also an Execo member of IEEE PLS Bangalore section. So yes, my volunteering is not main just PES. I do volunteer for the societies also, but most of the time when it comes to PES stuff is that I got many opportunities. The opportunity that Power and Energy Society has given to me is like me as an individual or me as a volunteer, that the opportunities that I received from PES is more than like other societies that I had received, I can say. Like every side, they had tried to explore every side of me. Like they know I'm a content writer, so yes, they give me like they put me in that position where contents are required. They know I can coordinate, so they give me that opportunity also. Like that, I believe from why I'm mainly maybe not I'm focused, but why you guys see me mainly as a volunteer of PS when it comes to the outer side is because the opportunities IEEE Power and Energy Society has given me is more than any other society.
Okay, so our next question is like share an exciting incident or memory during your IEEE journey.
Okay, exciting incident. Actually, there are a lot. Actually, like the best moments that I can say is definitely there are a lot. But yeah, the answer to this is again is there on my table only. Like this was, as I said, triac. It was an event that was organized by three societies combined. That is in my final year, and was IEEE Communication Society, PES, and IAIE EPLS joint chapter. So yes, this, I don't know why it was would say much special or not. Like it organized in the year 2020, but still that event. Whenever I hear the name Triac, I get a special excitement, a special sort of happiness. Definitely, what do you say? Is one stuff is that it was one of my first core events that I coordinated out of my college, the CET. Then, like, there are many people whom I met during this event. I can say who had played very gigantic roles in my volunteering life. So definitely, like Triac, apart from an event that I coordinated, it was something that, personally speaking, it is something that gave me a lot of personal memories, personal friendships. Like there are many friendships that I started at Triac. Let's say with whom I'm still volunteering or with whom I'm still friends with, and definitely maybe that would be the, yeah, that is the only event that I would have volunteered with. As I said, my go-to people, the big J Johnson and yeah, Amal J Nelikin. Actually, there are many. But yes, with Nebik, this was the only event that I coordinated with Nebik. So definitely, these all stuffs made that event a lot special to me. The best memory is always in Triac only, I would say. Maybe whatever events comes and go, the space that Triac has is definitely a special one in my heart. It's not that I don't like other events. There are many, may I say. If I say any event, say after Triac we had Experion. After that we had like, I have been a part of many events, say including IFSFS 2020, AKPSSC 28 one, Agera and everything. All these events were like are special to me. But definitely, when I, if I'm said to select one event out of my entire volunteering journey, I guess it's going to be Triac.
Okay, so due to the time constraint, this is our last question to you, ma'am. So, like, if someone coming and asking you the question that why should I need to take young professional membership or like the GSM membership, costing these much of amount, so what will you be answer and what is your suggestions to GSMs and YPs?
Okay, the first thing, definitely I do agree that young professional member has a member. If you're taking member, you're taking membership grade as member. It do cost a lot. But coming to GSM membership, it is the same as your student membership. The student membership fee and your GSM, that is graduate student membership fee, are the same. And why? More than like the course, that I would say is why you need to be young professional volunteer is that, like, you get a chance. Like you get a chance, first of all, is that we all know who traveled before us. Like something that I always like. This is something I've heard initially, like maybe in my college days or something. Like in one of the step sessions, I've heard this from a volunteer called K.S. Sharan. And but that time when I heard, I was actually just saying, what is a big deal in this? But I think from starting my volunteering as a young professional volunteer, that is in the year 2000, towards the mid of 2020 to till date, there's something that I had understood, was that it's not just that you know, like who all finished it, your courses with you, who all were there with you, who all came before. But it's also important to know who are the future leaders, and you must always try to know what is currently happening. Say, if you're just taking what just if we say, yeah, if we take our KTU curriculum, like I finished my BTech in ACE. At that time, we had maybe, I guess, this FPGA topic, if I'm not wrong, it was just there in somewhere, maybe in the first semester or somewhere in introduction to electronics, maybe towards side of a corner. Like even that, what is it? That is not an important topic. It's okay even if you skip. But today, if you see, it is an entire lab is running on it. Like you have an entire in current KTU scheme, you have an entire lab syllab curriculum running on this FPGA and Verilog. So the stuff is that everything keeps on getting updated. So it's always better that you have a contact over there, like towards the past or towards your colleges, so that you can see what is happening. Another thing is that volunteering is different for many. Like my aspect of volunteer won't be your aspect of volunteering. But talking from my point of view, I would like to say that if you are coming as a YP member, or if you are coming as, yeah, YP, GSM can be a member, or sorry, YP can be a GSM or a member. So if you are coming up as a YP volunteer, the first thing is that you have to try to find out places where you can advance your skills. Like me personally, there are like I had many contacts or many people that I met who had helped me. It was like not just then, even today they like help me. Then even say I said you in the starting that I'm currently doing my college at PS University in Bangalore. Okay, there also we have PS. So at PS University Bangalore again. For me as an individual, it is if I want to publish a paper, it's very difficult to find out where the so conferences are happening. Like for me, if I want my MTech degree to be completed, a paper publication is compulsory. So, but if I say maybe I complete my paper by the end of January, if I take my mail and if I check, I'll be having a lot of papers where, sorry, conferences list like where I can submit. Every data is coming to us. So again, it's depends upon you. Say at times it may help you to get recognition. It will like for me again, YP has a I got more recognition as a YP volunteer than a student volunteer. So again, is again understanding you what I would say volunteering is all about understanding yourself. So if you are interested to be a YP volunteer, say let it be member or GSM, if you're interested to become a YP member, I would suggest give it a try. Why not? Okay, say one time you can give it a try. Like every time whenever I was there, when I was there at JCED, in every MD session, this is what I said. Okay, you give it a try because you don't know what is on your way. You don't know how things are going to work out for you. So give it a try, and if it works for you, you continue. It's not that me telling you, okay, these are the benefits. You can get this, you can get that. But it's like you come in the stage, you explore it because maybe an opportunity that I found might not be an opportunity that like another person can find. And another thing, if you're a GSM, if you're a master student, and if you have a student branch in your current college, IEEE offers a scholarship also, like outstanding student scholarship that is from headquarters. And this scholarship opportunity is only open to GSM members who are there in like in their second or third semesters. If I'm not wrong, second or third semester. So, sorry, not second or third, third or fourth semesters. Again, this opportunities all comes to you as a GSM member only. Like I guess for if I'm not wrong for student membership, this particular scholarship is not open. And there are many things that have been offered like that. It's about you like decide what you want and you explore.
So thank you very much, ma'am. Due to the time constraint, we have to stop here. So personally, I will share my opinion. Like I have an amazing time with you by hearing your glimpse about your journey, and thank you very much. And I hope our viewers will have the same experience that as mine. So thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing your insight and presenting all these things. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank you.
everyone for here. Yeah, thank you everyone for hearing this, and we will see you again for the for the extra innings with another speaker. Thank you everyone. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.